Yeah, just getting ready for A&M. Quick turnaround from Saturday. We're going to have to do a much better job rebounding the ball. A&M's a tremendous rebounding team, especially on the offensive end. Miller, Marfo, and Flagg are tremendous on the offensive glass, and defensive rebounding hadn't exactly been a strength of ours thus far. So we're going to have to vastly improve there, and we're going to have to handle the ball and do a better job handling the ball and not turning it over. They're ninth in the country in forced turnovers on a percentage basis. So we're going to need to be good in those two areas. And A&M's going to play extremely hard. They've got Miller, number 5, maybe as improved a player as there is in the league. I think he's got 3 double-doubles in 6 games. And Flagg's playing at a high level, shooting it well. The freshman point guard Diarra is a pest defensively and does a good job. And then Chandler and Gordon, and they've just got a very good team. And Coach, as usual with Coach Williams' teams, they play extremely hard.
Yeah, well, you talked about your rebounding. Is that a case where maybe the guards aren't helping out enough, or is it a case that when you play a zone, it's a bit more difficult to find the guy in space to block out?
A little bit of all of the above. Some of the switching we get on some cross matches, but it's going to take all 5 of our guys to rebound, and we've got usually 3 guys in there rebounding and 2 guys not. It's going to take a team effort with all 5 of our guys in the fight to rebound, and we've got to get better there.
Hey, Coach. Yeah, just start of a conference play. Just who are some guys that I think are you've seen really kind of step up in practice these last couple of days? Maybe outside of kind of your big 3 stars. Is there anybody that you've noticed really taking a big step in the last couple of weeks?
Well, Glenn, we haven't been able to practice a ton.
Yeah.
And we haven't practiced since our game on Saturday. We did film and some walkthrough yesterday. So I don't really have a good answer for you. Kent gets he's so excited to schedule these press conferences. He scheduled this one before our practice today. So I hadn't even had practice today because Kent was so excited about scheduling this presser for everybody. So we're practicing at noon. So hopefully I'll have a better answer and a better feel for you after that.
Hey, Will, you talked a little bit the other day about, you were in a pretty good rhythm going into the COVID stuff last couple of weeks. When you look back on it now, what did you like going into that? What was going into that that made you feel like you were in good rhythm?
Just rhythm and chemistry. Our practices had good pace to them. We were in a great practice. We were practicing well. Our team was playing better. We had some continuity with our lineups. We had continuity with our practice. You guys have heard me say this. Depth is overrated for games, but underrated for practice. And we were having some really good practice, which was showing up on the court. We played really well against Louisiana Tech, and I thought we were really, if we could have just kept in rhythm and gone to Atlanta and played South Florida, I thought we were really just kind of nudging forward and moving forward and doing a good job. But look, that's the way the season's going to go. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be all over the place, and we've got to we've got to make the best of it, and hopefully we can get back in rhythm here soon.
Do you feel like you got a little bit back at least Saturday? A little bit?
I hope so. We wanted to play a game, and Nichols played very, very well, and made us execute some things late game and do some things late game that we needed to do. And so I think that was important first step for us. And now we've got to build on that as we've got 19 heavyweight fights left with 18 SEC games and the game against Texas Tech. No more middleweights.
Hey, Coach, you guys talked today, and of course after the game Saturday, about how the season has already been kind of fluid and there's not much stability. But have there been any benefits, and you see maybe in team growth as far as being able to stay together during this time and still be 5-1 despite all the changes in the schedule?
It's not like we've played murderer's row. So I do think I do think it's, there's some positives. We didn't play without our point guard. We got Gaines and Cook, valuable minutes at point guard. We've played a game without Watford, so we got some other guys, some experience. I think we've been able to plug and get some guys some experience, which will hopefully pay dividends for us as we got to shuffle the lineup and shuffle guys in and out all year.
Yeah, well, you look around the SEC, a lot of teams are going through what you're going through as far as the playing and not playing. Will the winner of this league be the one that practices, has the most practices, the one who can, get the most work in?
Yeah, it'd probably be just survival of the fittest. Some of it's going to be luck. When the COVID and the contact tracing hits your team, who does it hit and can you survive? But yeah, I do think, whoever can get in rhythm and have rhythm and chemistry with practice, I think that team will certainly have an advantage.
I guess also the team with most depth. I mean,
Depth helps.
will have an advantage in this.
Yeah, depth helps. That'll certainly help us. That'll certainly help us out. So hopefully we're one of the teams with better depth. I think Arkansas has got some great depth. I think there's some other teams, Tennessee, I think Missouri. There's some other teams with really good depth, but I think we're certainly in that discussion.
I can't go a press conference without an injury question. I mean, just do you guys expect to be kind of full throttle here in this first, slate of SEC games?
As of right now, we're going to have everybody available tomorrow that we can. So let's hope nothing changes between now and 6 o'clock. It's disappointing that Sheldon didn't ask that. Sheldon's asleep at the wheel.
Well,
Glad you got that in though, Glenn.
sweet. Thank you, Will.
All right, thanks guys.